All right, Michael, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. And I like to interview people just to so that way other people can get a variety of responses. And first, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and also what your professional life is like as well? What business are you in?
All right, so my name is Michael. I work at a local manufacturing company where I do marketing and business development. And as well as that, my wife and I own a Facebook ads company.
Awesome. Awesome. And Facebook ads and manufacturing, it can sometimes be a little stressful, a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Whenever you're
It's a
on in
lot
your own
going on at
business.
once.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of dots to connect, a lot of irons in the fire, right?
Yep.
So originally you reached out to me and you said, Dan, I think you can help. What specifically were some of the things that you were experiencing or going through that you felt I could help with?
So I've, for the last few years, had a lot of stomach issues and these mysterious issues that doctors haven't been able to pinpoint have led me down a path where I've had a lot of anxiety come over, especially in the form of health anxiety,
Hmm.
being worried about going places, about when is are these bad feelings going to happen. And I just got to such a bad place mentally where I felt like I needed help.
Absolutely. And a lot of it is what we uncover as anticipatory anxiety, right? Anticipation of um, a stomach problem happening, anticipation of not wanting to go out in fear of something will happen, or a feeling of being trapped, which is something that so many people have. I find that very, very common now in a lot of the people that reach out. Was that a little bit of what you noticed in yourself as well?
Most definitely. That's exactly it.
Totally, totally. And what specifically about this program or about me kind of rang a little bell in your head and said, "Oh, I want to find out more about this." So specifically, why did you choose this program over some other programs that might be out there?
Well, in all honesty, I was not looking for a program. I had just started this stomach treatment that was making me feel even worse than before. And I was scrolling on my phone and I do Facebook ads, so I get how it happened, but
Yep.
I stumbled across your ad.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
as I started, I forget exactly what it was about, but as I read into it, I'm like, you know what? I feel like in addition to what I'm doing for my stomach, I think now's a good time to really like try to work on this anxiety and try to get past that and see if I can make some mental shifts where it would help. So reading your ad and like going through the form of just signing up for a discovery call was very professional. Felt like you really knew your stuff. And so, I went in there just hopeful.
Awesome. Thank you. It's and we just sent out an email about this to people who aren't in the program yet as to why we have such an intense onboarding process and a very intense screening process, because we want to make sure that we have the right people in the program and that they're coming in for the right things and that they're going to really work the program. And did you find that the onboarding process, as far as one of the first things I had you do, I put you through an orientation call once you join the program. In that orientation call, we aligned your five core values. You went through a whole values solicitation session. You went through a mental conditioning audio session to reinforce those values. Did you find that onboarding process helpful and useful as you continued on with the program?
Absolutely. I feel like it laid a good foundation for me.
Perfect.
One to just really understand my core values and be able to use those as a base for me as I'm trying to build on that foundation.
Awesome. And Michael, what are some of the components of the program that you found specifically useful or more effective for you?
I found that the daily reinforcement hypnosis sessions were very key for me. one, it helped shift my mind. Two, it relaxed me. Three, it helped me fall asleep at night sometimes.
Awesome.
Um, they were really great.
Good. And before the program, before this particular program, have you consulted a hypnotist before, been hypnotized before?
I have not.
And I'm glad that you said you haven't, because so many people coming into the program, they say, I don't know if this will work for me. I've never been hypnotized. Some people have gone to other hypnotists and it didn't work for them. And I find that a lot of the comments I get from people who have gone to other hypnosis programs or gone to other practitioners, the methods I use are very different because they're more geared towards the person, even though it's more of a group program and there are online support components to it. I very much gear it towards a very different type of methodology instead of just focusing on like relax your big toe. First I have to teach you how to relax. I have to teach you how to stop those patterns of anxiety, or else you'd look at me like I have 18 heads. And when I say just close your eyes and relax, you'd say, if I could have done that, I would have done it 82 times by now. So a lot of people wonder, like, will hypnosis work for them? And everybody can be hypnotized. It's just about finding the right combination, right methods that work for each person. That's why I do a very integrated approach as well. Um, how have things in your life shifted, changed, or adjusted as a result of going through the program, being proactive about it?
It's changed immensely. I still am going through the stomach issues, but I'm not going through the worrying about them all the time. I don't have that doom and gloom mindset. I'm able to agree to do more things with friends, with family, um, without that worry feeling weighing me down.
Yeah.
And just every single day, it's like I wake up more excited.
Awesome. Awesome. And if you didn't join the program, you didn't. Now, I have to say, like, I commend you as well, because you really took this by the reins and you went with it and you worked the program. And that's really important for people to know and for people to hear, is that you have to be willing to work the program. Was there tons and tons of work involved, or was it easy for you to integrate into your daily routines?
It was easy for me to integrate into my daily routine.
Good.
Um, I also find, the way that you don't always just you're not just putting me through a program, you're also teaching me along the way.
Yeah.
So I felt that that was really helpful because I can understand what's going on. And
Good.
I think, that kind of like 1-2 punch really hits at home.
Awesome. Perfect. That's excellent. And that's something really easy for people, or really important for people to understand as well, is that I'm not just delivering content to you. It's really about learning how and why these principles work, because I find that the more we learn about them, the easier it is to implement in our lives. Um, so if there are people that are on the fence, because the reason why I do these interviews, a lot of people have questions. Um, if there is somebody that was on the fence, they didn't know if they should join the program or not, they don't know if they will be useful for them, what would you tell those people?
If you're willing to do the work and keep an open mind and accept, what you're about to learn and do these next 8 weeks, I 100% say go for it. I
Awesome.
think you'll have some big life changing shifts.
Michael, you have been such a valuable asset to the group program, and it's great to be able to connect with you. And even in the individual components that we have, it's a value of mine to keep open with connection, communication, to provide people the support that they need. And I'm glad we were able to do that for you.
Thank you. I am too.
Awesome.